Hi guys, I am Crystal Sky, and we're back with day 2 of 30 Days of Learning. Today we are working on Botanicals. I love this book. This is the classic sketchbook, Botanicals, Secrets of Observational Drawing, Valerie Baines. It's the author there. I love this book. This is probably one of my favorite books. If you want to learn how to draw flowers, I would really suggest picking this up because I love this book. Alright, so I have it marked here. This is the lesson from the book we are going to be using. It's about leaves. I'm terrible at drawing leaves, so we are going to do this specifically. Now, she doesn't have that much text here, but I feel like it's very in-depth, and I don't feel like it's a problem. She also has a tip here that I would like to read out to you guys. Tip: when drawing long curved leaves or stems, turn the paper as you go so that the curves follow the movement of your arm. Really helpful tip, and I really like when she adds a tip here. Now, for this, she uses colored pencils. This is moss green and medium gray. For this, I'm just going to be using some watercolor pens here. Really, just to add color for today. So although she's using a specific material so that you can get the colors right, I decided to change that up a little bit just because that's what I find fun. Alright, so she's got a lot of different, she's got the stem completely here, and then she has the flowers. It's not a step-by-step so much as it is like a how to draw. So this is the gray one and this is the green one. We're just going to do one in pencil first. Leaves, super basis for drawing plants, right? So if we're supposed to be drawing and moving the paper at the same time, you'll have to excuse my pad moving all over the place. But that's what we're gonna do here. You also might hear some doggies bark, and those are my little ones. They're super cute. Okay, so it's super thin on the end here, right? And then it goes out. Almost like a tree limb. I feel like I might actually be able to draw this better in like a brush pen. This is a Copic Fude pen. I love this pen a lot. So what I do when I draw trees, if you guys have seen me draw trees, is I go really light and then I push down harder and harder and harder as the tree goes on. Right? That's kind of what this stem reminds me of. So like thin, thicker, thicker, thicker until you get this super thick line right here at the back. Sometimes I have to add extra thickness to it. The Fude pen is not what I normally use. I normally use the Sakura brush pen, the Micron brush pen. But because the Fude is much thicker. But you can also get better line variation with it. Okay, so that's what I used for the base. Instead of drawing 2 lines here, I used the Fude pen, which is pretty fun. It actually really helped me get a view of how thick and thin it is. I started drawing trees with the brush pen, and now I can draw them with a pencil. So I feel like that's a really, really good learning curve. Is I drew them with the brush pen so many times that now I've learned how to be able to draw it like this. So if you want to try that and practice a couple of the lines for the base stem, that's what I would recommend. Because that's how I started, and I feel like I draw them a little bit better, even though I'm not perfect by any means. All right, so now from this base stem here, I'm gonna take my pencil, and we're gonna try and draw some of this right here. Her, it's amazing. I love this book so much. If you guys have seen my latest sketchbook tour, my latest Learning to Draw Weekly, I did draw a piece of one of her pieces out of this book in my sketchbook for practice. Alright, we're just going to speed this up from here. So here I'm just taking my multi-points pencil and trying to sketch out or follow the sketch she has in her book here. This first one turns out really, really badly, actually. I'm not getting... From the piece that I'm looking at, I'm not getting the same type of how it should be. The leaf is too thick in some places, and you notice how how the ribs on the leaf are not connected in a way they should be. It didn't turn out very good. The second one that I drew turned out much better. So this one, at this point, I realize something is wrong and I'm trying to fix it, the stem lines, and make it longer, and it's just, eventually I give up and I just start drawing from my brain how I would draw a leaf, which is not good. It's not good. Also, one of the pieces she has closer to the stem is close to, it's actually overlapping. It's like hanging over the middle stem, and it's not good. It's flat out not good. So I changed it and made it better, definitely, by the second piece here. Let's see. This the second piece was really quickly. The second leaf I drew was much easier. I used a Zig Art and Graphic Twin pen. I think I say that at the end of the video as well. So I used the brush tip for the main stem, and then for the little stem I used the other nib. See how I completely changed the way I did it? I started with the middle lines, and then I went out and did the outline, which helped me a ton. It looks a ton better, even though it doesn't completely follow what she was doing. Alrighty guys, so that's it for this quick video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like this one turned out really well. So I took what I learned from the first non-really leaf here, and then I shaded it off a little bit, and then I did it completely in a watercolor pen, this Zig and Graphic Twin, and I really like the way it turned out. I felt like I took all of the designs. This was an epic failure, really. And then I took this one and made it look like a leaf. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out in the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for more 30 Days of Learning. Bye!